All my life, I'm back. Now, we've got Troy, Thistle, and wee Troy up here, and they've been here nearly a week. So firstly, can I say a thank you to the wonderful welcome that you've given them all. So many people have actually found us through their story. So I thought today I would give you a bit of an update on how they're settling in, show you a little bit of how to tell them apart, and then give you a quick tour to see everybody else here. Now, since they've arrived, we've kept them down in what we call the next step field, and we've made life as quiet as possible for them. We haven't expected anything from them. We've simply spent a little bit of time getting to know them while they learn our voices, our routines, and most importantly, feel and know that they're safe here. Now, Troy is the oldest here. He's very much the leader of the group, and you can recognise him by his rather distinguished grey eyebrows, much like Hoitzer and Uber have. In fact, he reminds us quite a bit of Uber in many ways, with that same sort of older, sensible presence and plenty of personality underneath it all. Wee Troy over here, he's 20 years old. He's definitely the most reserved of the three. He's had quite a difficult past, so everything's going to happen at his own pace, in his own time. His mane falls to the left of his neck, unlike the other two, which is probably one of the easiest ways to recognise him from a distance. He's also got quite a weak dipped back, which you may have noticed when Sam originally examined him. He's also got this little growth behind his elbow, similar to the ones that Hannes has had, and we're going to arrange to have that removed at some point, but for now the priority is to help him settle in and feel comfortable and relaxed in his new environment. Then we have Thistle here, who turns 13 today. He's the baby of the group, and he's already showing himself to be their version of Nero. A little bit cheeky, inquisitive, interested in everything. He actually has the straightest back of the three, and he's also... Why are you chatting to him like that? He's also got a little whirl on his cheek that I'll pop on the screen, which is quite a distinguishing feature for him. So anyway, today we've brought them up to the main yard for the first time since they arrived. They're in the turnout here where they can watch everything that happens around them, you know, see down to the tie-up points, which is where, you know, the horses get groomed and bathed and enjoy time with us. What we want them to do is to watch all of what's going on around them before we ask them to stand at the tie-up points themselves, because sometimes horses that haven't been cross-tied before instinctively find it a little bit frightening. You know, they can panic and pull back, and then they either break a head collar, break one of the quick release bungees, or even a post. But most importantly, you know, we don't want them to hurt themselves, because if they do pull back on there, sometimes that can strain their necks a little bit. But anyway, there's no rush at all. We're going to introduce them gradually, help them understand that coming up to the yard doesn't mean any pressure or expectation. You know, their only job is really to discover that time with us and with all their humans can be safe, relaxing and enjoyable for them. Things are going to become a little more challenging logistically from this week, with work due to start on the next step. We're going to be starting with the additional track from the boys' shelter down to the memorial orchard before beginning the drainage work in the main field. Now, it's going to need a lot of horse shuffling around, but I'm going to save that for another video to tell you all about it. But once it's finished, it will make managing all our different herds far more straightforward. So as much as it's going to feel frustrating over the next couple of months with all the disruption, we've got to realise that it is for the long-term greater good. Now, I thought I should say, for anyone who's watching us for the first time, or you've just found us through these three boys, I thought I'd tell you a little bit more about who we are and what we do. We are a Friesian sanctuary in the north of England, near a little village called Cartmel. And what we aim to do is provide lifelong sanctuary and individual care for each of the Friesian horses that need us. So their health, their happiness and their well-being has to come first, but we also give people the opportunity to meet, learn and connect with these amazingly special horses just from the ground. You know, none of the horses have to earn their place here. They're literally valued for who they are. So if you keep watching to the end of this video or scroll forward, whichever you prefer, you'll get to see as Frey and I brought these three guys up to the yard for the first time since they arrived last week, and them having a chat with Annie and Renska on the yard, which was quite entertaining. Now, because this last week has naturally been all about the new boys, I thought that we'd have a quick look at everybody else before any of them put in a formal complaint with the HR department, which is really just me, Frey and Molly. We're going to start with the free reiners because I sometimes forget that having horses casually wandering around the yard isn't normal everywhere. So this is a good opportunity for me to explain it a little bit. You know, we really believe that, you know, by giving the horses trust and choice wherever we can, they then have more trust in us. We don't like to confine them into stables or little prison cells, as I call them, unless we really have to because of a health issue. So we do let a number of them just wander around the yard and choose where they want to be and what works for them. Of course, it isn't suitable for every horse, but this little group that we have out here really seem to enjoy being part of everything that just goes on every day, and they can choose to be involved in it or wander off somewhere to get a little bit of peace and quiet. Now, we'll start with Annie, Queen Annie, as she's become known. She's got many claims to fame, and she has absolutely earned her place as the boss of the yard. You know, she keeps an eye on everything, particularly anything involving food, hence why you can only see the back of her in the hay hole at the moment. Then we have little sleepyhead here, Hunnis or Angel Eyes. He's the horse who's really the reason why we became a sanctuary, that you can hear more about in some other videos. He's faced a number of health challenges, particularly with sarcoids around his eye, but he remains one of the biggest characters and always knows exactly where the camera is, don't you? But you're having a bit of a snooze this morning. Then just in front of him here, we've got Auntie Wren. She's auntie to Yolanda, Nika and Spesh, who we're going to meet shortly. She's one of the kindest and most caring mares that you could ever meet. She's a little bit pottery with arthritis these days, but she loves living up here on the yard and quietly looks after everybody else around her, don't you, darling? And then we have little Princey here, the last of the free reiners. He's our oldest resident and he turns 30 this month. He's even got his own book, Prince's Wish, that's going to be launched on his birthday, because a pony as important as Prince naturally needs his own biography. So he's Annie's biggest fan, so he generally is following her around the yard most of the time. But yeah, he's a very handsome little fella, so put the date in your diary, 13th of August, for his 30th birthday party and book launch. Next we've got Hoytsy, who's one of our older gentlemen, and he's got his little person friend, Mr. JB, down here, who's the wannabe Friesian. Hoytzer usually has his ladies with him, Nika and Yolanda, who we're going to go and see in a minute. But he's down here at the moment because he suffers with arthritis in his feet, and he had some arthrimid put in his joints last week. So he's been just down here resting for a couple of days, but he is going to go up and join his ladies very shortly. So I've come up to the top of Hoytzer's highway, and we've got Yolanda here, one of Hoytzer's ladies. Yolanda's our big friendly giant. She's our biggest girl, 17 hands high, and she is one of the sweetest horses going. She does suffer with mild megaesophagus, so we do have to manage her feeding quite carefully. And she's out here with her older sister Nika. We've got Niki Noodles here in the slightly ripped rug with the fly mask on, so you can't really see her very well. She's a bit of our miracle child. She's come through 3 rather major health problems over the last year or two, including a rare eye condition that's found in Friesians, but touch wood, I should do that very quickly. She's doing rather well at the moment, but yeah, she's looking forward to getting back in with Hoytzer. So also up on the yard today, we've got Uber, or affectionately known by many as Weirdo, and he's the one that Troy reminds us very much of. You know, those distinguished grey eyebrows, dominant character, lots of character. Hey, sweetheart. Anyway, Uber suffers with something called gastroparesis, so we have to manage his diet very carefully. He has to be on short grass, he mustn't get any haylage, so he has lots of sloppy feeds, particularly during the winter. But he does really well, he's looking really good, so I think we're managing it quite well for him. Uber has his own little mini herd, which includes Nero, Rainbow Boy, and Iceman, who are currently down in the Memorial Orchard, which is where we're going to head next. Okay, now I'm sorry that you can't see them very well because they're covered in fly masks and fly rugs as well. But as you'll find out from our videos, we don't tend to stage everything. We tend to just show life as it happens. Now we'll start with Nero over here because, you know, he likes to always be first. He likes to be centre of attention. He came to us several years ago with a problem with his hock. He's known as the Rainbow Boy. He's very special. He's gone camera shy now. But he's down here in the orchard. I'm very glad to say that he's not trying to climb out of here today because he is a bit of a rock climber. But he's doing really well, even with the problem with his hock. He's just a massive character. Being bossed around a little bit there by Iceman. So this is the ice cool dude Iceman who, ew, you've got a really muddy nose. That's disgusting. He's been with us for several years as well. He originally came with Teddy Bear or Vibram, who we very sadly lost several years ago. Iceman is currently our main person in stable stays. So for those who want to come along and spend a night next to one of these beautiful horses, Iceman is the man to have in there because, as I say, he's really ice cool and he just loves cuddles. So he's about to come in because he's got a date in there tonight. And just across the road from the Memorial Orchard is what we fondly call the Palace and Playground, and this is where Hidda resides with all his girlies. So here's the little Hiddy Hops, or little Floppy Doo. He has many nicknames like most of them. He absolutely loves having all his ladies around him. Little update on his health. He's suffered with lots of sarcoids over the years. He had one ringed underneath, I won't show you because it's a bit grim, fairly recently. That has dropped off and fingers crossed it doesn't look like it's growing back. So he's doing really well, keeping all his ladies in check. Second in command to Hidda down here is little Mabel, or fondly known as Peppa Pig. She's doing very well to maintain her very voluptuous figure. She has been coming up for Zumba classes as much as possible, which is what we call it when we pop them on the horse walker to get some extra steps in when they can't be in what we call fat camp. And then we have this very beautiful girl. This is Micah, or the want-to-be Queen Anya. She's desperate to take her place. She's doing really well and she's loving having visitors who come down and give her as many head and neck scratches as she wants. She's a little bit of a sensitive soul in many ways. She gets quite itchy, so we do have to make sure that we keep on top of her skin issues. And then the little special one, or Joukia van der Greenbank, sister to Nika and Yolanda, the licker of the family. As you can see, she's demonstrating there. She loves to lick anybody's hands, feet, anything in sight. So she's called Spesh. She suffers with what's called a fractured extensor process, which is a fracture in her foot that will never heal. She's barefoot, she's doing really well like that. So, you know, she's sort of mechanically lame now, but she spends time with Susan, who's one of our wonderful volunteers. So she has lovely times with her when she's visiting. And she likes to herd visitors sometimes, just so that she can get them away from everybody else, because she likes to claim them as hers. And then we have She Who Dances, Doubtson, or Ditzy Doubtson. Beautiful girl. She's doing really well. Some of you will have seen, oh, you're pulling faces at everybody. Some of you will have seen her doing her sessions over at Mel, our trainer. So she does lots of work with her, just because one of her weaknesses is her back. So I do lots of groundwork with her just to help her keep nice and strong in her back. But yeah, she lives down here with all the other girls and Hidda. There's a bit of arguing going on in the background, and that brings me nicely on to these two, Inna and Vienna, who are both very similar in character. They're kind of joined at the hip. Inna came to us and she really lacked confidence in herself, and she didn't really know how to fit into a herd very well. But she's incredibly kind and very, very sweet. And it's been really lovely to watch her confidence grow. She's got a very important job now because she's kind of babysitter to Vienna, who's a mare who joined us earlier this year, who has quite a lot of the same insecurities as Inna had. So although they've been having a few words while I've been videoing, they are actually very good friends. So I think Inna just sometimes gets a little bit frustrated that Vienna is literally by her side the entire time. So it is lovely to see these two girls, Inna and Vienna, together and just see their confidence growing. We're still learning more about Vienna and her needs, but you know, we're just letting that friendship grow over time. Of course, the Friesians and the ponies aren't the only animals that we have here. We also have our two pet sheep, Pfizer and Zeneca, and the canine members of the team, Woody and Millie. So that's everybody, and most importantly, the three new boys are safe, settled, and beginning to show us who they are. We're going to continue moving at their pace, introducing each of them to the various parts of life here at the sanctuary. So I'd like to end by saying thank you very much for following the boys' journey so far. There's going to be more to come. I'd like to welcome everybody who's discovered what we do and what we're about, thanks to the three boys. And also a very special thank you to all our patrons. All of your regular support helps us provide the lifelong care that all of our residents here need, and gives us the confidence to say yes when horses like the 3Ts come along and need somewhere safe to go. We genuinely couldn't do what we do without you. So if you've enjoyed getting to know the boys so far and the rest of the sanctuary family, and you'd like to become more closely involved, we'd love to welcome any of you into our wonderful patron community. We know not everybody's in a position to do it, and that's fine. But it is a very special group of people who care really deeply about the horses and everything that we do here. You'll see more information about ways that you can support the sanctuary in the description for this video. So whether you've arrived with us today because of the three boys, or whether you've been following us for years and supporting us for years, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for all the support that you give us, whether it's a watch, a like, a subscribe, being a patron. We love having you all here, and we love sharing what we do with you all. So if you want to keep watching, there's a little bit, as I said at the start of the video, of the three boys as they came up to the yard today, and a little bit more of some of the activities that were going on, including Thistle's birthday party. Hey boys, do you want to come up to the yard? It's not going to be anything scary. You're not going anywhere else. You're just going to come up and see what goes on up there. You look very suspicious. It's all okay. I promise it's all okay.
You've got a very creepy look.
It's like, no. Wee Troy's like, no. I'm wary now. Come on, Thistle, you've got a birthday party to attend. Look at the state of your nose. Have you been burying it in the dust? You're aspiring to look as grey and as distinguished as Troy.
Had a wash. Nice and clean.
What, the head collars?
Yeah.
Yes, you've got nice, shiny, clean head collars to wear. Even though you're not shiny and clean yourselves, that's okay. You'll discover it's quite hard work walking up this hill. You're not quite so keen now, are you? You wanted to charge out the gateway. This is wee Troy. And you've got Troy in the purple head collar. And then Frey is at the back with Thistle. Oh, you're good boys, aren't you? You're puffing it. It's very warm though today, isn't it? It's a little challenging leading and filming because, of course, this is their first time up the driveway. But they're being very good, but it's quite interesting how Troy, on the right, is the boss, the leader of the three, but he's not quite as forward as wee Troy, who's the more reserved out in the field. And that's why he reminds me very much of Bear, because Bear was much the same. He was quite reserved outside, bottom of the pecking order, but when it came to doing anything, he was the first there. Do you want to just have a little look? Just have a little look at your surroundings. There we go, and we'll come up through the gate. It's all okay, boys. It's all okay. Well done. Little Thistle is just following along behind. There you go, there's Uber saying hello to you over there in Bessie's barn. So you'll get to see all sorts of things that happen up here today. We'll let the birthday boy lead the way. Well done, Thistle. 13 today, turn into a teenager. Well done, boys. Right, we're going to come up and go in the turnout by the walker. And then you can just observe everything from there. Prince is inspecting again. I think he's quite interested in these guys. Right, go on then, Thistle. Annie, fortunately, is keeping her distance at the moment, but I'm sure she'll come over shortly and start chatting to them. That's it, there's a little step to go over. Well done. Step up, Troy. That's it, step up. Well done. Prince, you're not coming in. Oh, Annie's on her way. Troy, are you just ignoring her for now? You keep your boys away from her, that's right. But I think on the day they arrived, Annie was having a little argument with Troy. So we'll see. He'll come over and chat to you in a minute, Annie. You just explore in here for a bit. We'll get you haylage in your hay bar. You've got plenty of water there. That's right, you just eat the scraps off the floor for now. No kicking the gate, please. That's Thistle. That's her now, and wee Troy coming round to the back. Did I say wee Troy? I meant Troy. Wee Troy's staying out of the trouble, aren't you?
Annie, don't kick the gate if it's messed up.
Annie's very good at threatening. It usually takes quite a lot for her to actually kick out. Oh, Renska's on her way now. Renska's heard what's going on. Renska's straight in there. Annie. Play nicely. Play nicely. Annie. 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 I think they've got the gist. It's your yard. There we go. We'll leave you all for a while. And just keep an eye on you. Or is that your job, Annie? Are you going to keep an eye on everybody? There we go. They've got a couple of hay balls. Some haylage in their hay bar. Annie, do you want to do Zumba? You're going to come over and steal the haylage now, aren't you? Now we've got... Oh, Hannes, that's quite animated for you. Are you trying to keep Rensker away, eh? It's all very exciting life up here, isn't it? That's Hannes over there, having another chat to the boys. I think he's rather fond of them. Hannes is now busy trying to gate crash on the friendship barn. We started with Uber in there, and Uber was getting a little bit excited with all the boys over at the side here. So we had to swap over for Ren because she seemed quite keen to go in there with today's visitors. Wheats is clearly excited because it's lunchtime. Oh, as is Nika. Yodel, are you coming as well? Oh, you've got yourself stuck the other side of the fencing. Well, it's just as well because you don't generally get a lunchtime feed. Oh, here comes Jubbers. Jubbers, you're not getting any of their feed. Oh, here comes Yodel. Oh, here we go. Oh, steady on, Yodel. Oh my goodness. She doesn't want to be left out. Play nicely. Oh dear. There we go, share nicely. Oh look, Hannes is feeling left out now. Jubbers, you're not having any of his food. No. See, this is the great thing about the tracks, you know. We can shut certain people out when we need to. Sorry, Hannes. You can have some treats from the birthday party later.
He trotted up here.
Who, Hannes did?
Yeah, he saw me. He was in the bun, and yes, he trotted up after.
Are you starving, Hannes?
Yes.
It's a tough life, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh, you've been shopping.
I have. I have.
Courtesy of Mary.
Oh, yes.
So what have you got?
Oh, all sorts of things. Bananas, apples.
Tangerines, clementines or satsumas, one of the three.
Yeah, melon, loads of stuff.
So
loads
what's
of
it for?
stuff. It's for somebody's birthday.
Go on, whose birthday?
Thistle's birthday.
Well done, Tamara. And how old is Thistle today?
13.
Well done.
Oh, that was a lucky guess, wasn't it?
Well, once Uber is out of the friendship barn, we'll be getting all of this fruit set out. Not all of it, because we don't want to give them tummy aches. And we'll get that set out for Thistle's little birthday party.
And carrots as well.
Oh, and carrots, essential
Obviously,
carrots, yes.
obviously.
Well, thank you for going out and getting them.
Pleasure.
Look, we've got unwelcome early guests to Thistle's birthday party. Don't go eating all his treats. That's right, you just strut around the outside. You're gonna... What you... That's really naughty! That's really naughty, you've taken a whole bit of apple. Oh my goodness. I bet you get the whole family down now. I think we're gonna have to top these up, Frey.
Vulture.
They are like vultures. Little horrors. I think we've lost a bit of the E. Now, as it's Thistle's birthday party, we're going to let him go in first and tuck into the treats before Troy and wee Troy join him. No, you have to wait for a second, boys. Let him tuck into his goodies first. He hasn't spotted them yet. He's busy looking down the road. Thistle. Yes, the birds have been eating some of it. Oh, you're not quite sure. You're not quite sure. You want your buddies in with you, don't you? Should we bring everybody in? You don't want to start the party without them. Guests in. Here we go. Here we go. Hold on. Hold on. I'll get the gate in a second. There we go. Oh, Troy. Right, that's one. Go and have treats. Boys?
No one wants the treat.
Boys, do you not realise we celebrate birthdays here with treats?
No.
Hello? Hello?
Yeah.
Has nobody told you that?
Go on, wee Troy.
Here we go. Look. Thistle. There's no Thistle. You see, I was going to put thistles down here as well. Thistle.
Went over you. You.
Here you go, Thistle. And then we'll get your card for you. Have you ever had a banana? He says, I recognise carrots. Oh, you see, that's all good, isn't it? Let's come on. Now, of course, we can't have a birthday without a card from Mary. So, Mary, thank you very much for being completely on the ball with us. If I go too close, I'm going to get dribbled on. Thistle, you have a birthday card. "13 today." Oh, yeah. Don't dribble on it. Right, let's have a read. To Thistle, happy 13th birthday. I hope you're starting to settle into life at Greenbank Farm. It's a beautiful place with lovely people to look after you and wonderful supporters who all want the best for you. I have no doubt that your mum Jennifer will be thinking of you on your special day. Enjoy your day with Troy and wee Troy and all your new friends at the sanctuary. Love from Mary. So, Jennifer, if you are watching this, we'll give him extra cuddles, especially from you, because I know that you'll be missing all three boys desperately. But yeah, happy 13th birthday to Thistle, and thank you, Mary, for all the extra treats and the beautiful birthday card. There you go, you can go off and graze now. You going, Thistle?
Wait wake up in the morning with a smile on my face, feeling thankful for the love and the happiness we chase. Sun is shining brightly, sky so blue and clear. With every breath I take, I'm grateful you are near. So grateful, yeah. Thank you for the laughter, thank you for the tears. Thank you for the moments that we hold dear. Thank you for the love, thank you for the light. I'm grateful every day. You make my world so bright, oh so bright. The world can be a crazy place without